Monster Pro Wrestling Madness. I'm Martial Art McNeil, the voice of Monster Pro Wrestling. Beside me, as always, my co-pilot, the Versace biker, the Ripper. And we're here every Saturday bringing you the evolution in professional wrestling. The most innovative matches, the most exciting action. We're counting down to our new big show in September. And Ripper, I for one cannot wait. This table is set, the fuse is lit, the countdown is on as we head our way to our huge September show. And tonight, on a very special edition of Monster Pro Wrestling Madness, we're going to take a look at some of the events that led us up to that show. What is your thoughts, Ripper?
Well, I'm fired up. I started my new workout program today. I did a sit-up.
Were you reaching for the remote control?
Hey, I got out of bed, right? You got to sit up.
He's just here to make me look good, folks. Anyway, you can check out more information about us on www.monsterprowrestling.com. But for now, sit back, relax, as we take a look at 6 of the finest competitors in Monster Pro Wrestling's junior heavyweight division. This is an elimination-style match. As soon as one wrestler is pinned, the next one enters the ring until at last we have a winner. Let's go check out the action.
Sexy Sam with a new outfit, I believe.
She's always in shape. These
sure
guys
is.
are going to find out. Sexy Sam's as tough as anybody in the business. In fact, my money's on Sexy Sam.
Well, we'll see.
My money's always on Sexy Sam.
Referee Bill Roberts clearing the ring here and calling for the bell. And let's see who's going to start things off.
The Assassin. Holy.
The Assassin fired up.
They're loving the Assassin.
Sure, and look at this. Tie up here. Oz going for the side headlock. And look at this. El Nino wastes no time in going to the hair. Oz off the twine. Oh, and a shoulder block. And look at this. Oz searching for some accolades from the crowd, but what he should be doing is turning on the Jets. And look at this hip toss by El Nino. And another. El Nino in charge of this ring. And look at this. El Nino firing away. Setting him up again. Oz off the ropes. And oh, the flying back elbow. We've seen that before. And a quick cover. And the strategy here is to get covers as fast as you can. With 5 other men in the ring, you definitely want to end each man off as quickly as you can, especially if you're one of the first 2 men in the match, which puts you at a huge disadvantage. And El Nino going for the sunset flip. Reversal by Oz. Could this be it? 3. He's got him.
He got him.
I think he did. And El Nino's eliminated. And a quick pinfall by Oz.
He trapped him. He put the weight down on those legs, and Nino just couldn't get his head out the back door.
And now Stevie Saint in the ring. Stevie Saint just a ball of fire, a blur of action. And now he's going to set things up here. And Oz definitely wants to end this one. And look at this, another arm drag. As Stevie Saint picks up right where El Nino left off, and Stevie Saint going for a cover, but not enough. Like we said, oh, did you see that?
Oh.
Stevie Saint, so expert with those drop kicks. And again, Stevie Saint knows he's got to go for those covers quickly. And a snapmare. And oh, are we going to see? Yes, running knee. And again, Stevie Saint.
He's lethal with those feet.
They're
He's
certainly
fast.
well done. Certainly very similar to... Oh, but did you see that? Oz caught him coming off the ropes there and nearly snapped him in half. And look at this cover. And he got him. Look at this. Heavy Metal in the ring.
Maybe that was a 3 count. He's out of here.
He is out of here.
He's gone.
And Oz doing really well. And look at this.
Turned to back.
Oz, Pearl Harboring, Heavy Metal on both men, trading blows. What a match. Oh, Oz going downstairs. And oh, to the eyes. And I have to say, Oz is doing really well today. He may not be very popular, but he's certainly very talented. But did you hear that shot? And oh, another. What a battle.
They're going to take some skin off with those slaps.
Indeed. Oz and Heavy Metal exchanging pleasantries. And look at that suplex by Oz. And you have to take your hat off from Oz here. And oh, he's just about got Heavy Metal. And wouldn't that be amazing if Oz was able to run the gauntlet tonight? And look at this,
That's
Oz choking the
impossible.
ropes.
These guys are tough. He's got his hands full with Heavy Metal here.
Sure does. So far, he's got his hands full on Heavy Metal's
he's
throat.
tough.
And
He's
look at
a
this,
big.
Oz choking away.
2 guys in a row, that's luck.
Well, we'll see. Right now, there's no luck there as he chokes, driving Heavy Metal's trachea down on those steel cables. And folks, that's definitely going to take the wind out of your sails. And look at this, Oz setting up for a leg sweep. Oh, and he hits it. And this could be a nice roll float over. And no, Heavy Metal able to kick out. And Oz's luck starting to run out perhaps here. But he's got to stay on top of Heavy Metal. He wants to get out of this. And look at this. Heavy Metal firing up, firing back, firing Oz off the ropes. Here he comes. Oh, both men down.
Heavy Metal fighting back.
And both men down. And let's see who's the first to crawl out of the wreckage here. As referee Bill Roberts makes the count. Heavy Metal struggling to get to his feet. Oz trying to get his bearings back. And listen to this crowd urging Heavy Metal on. Heavy Metal, such a popular superstar. And there you see the air guitar. And there you see the clothesline. And oh, the big boot.
Big kick to the face.
And a quick cover. And no. Heavy Metal going for that inside cradle. But he wasn't quite able to get his weight across Oz's shoulders. And now a suplex. And a float over by Heavy Metal. Inside cradle, but again, not enough.
And
I think Heavy Metal really has to get that left shoulder down of Oz if he wants to win this match. But no, he's setting up. We've seen this move before. It's kind of a variation on the Styles Clash, and it hurts like mad. And this should do it.
Two.
And Bill Roberts a little out of position there, but Oz just able to get the shoulder up.
This kid is
And I
tough.
think Oz
He's showing
body's
some
tough.
resilience
But look
now.
at this. Heavy Metal wants to fly. Heavy Metal going up to the penthouse suite. And look at this. Uh-oh. And he took the long way down and crashed on re-entry. And now Oz hooking him up. And oh no, are we going to see it? Oh! An Oz landing. An Oz landing. And this is going to do it. Yes.
What?
And
That's 3 in a row.
3 in a row, and I have yet to see anyone kick out of the Oz landing. But look at this, Eclipse in the ring. Eclipse with that winning streak going. Boy, he may be enough to put an end to Oz's own little streak here. Oh! Look at this. Eclipse rattling Oz. And what a drop kick.
He's going through these guys like X-Lax through an 80-year-old
Well, his
widow.
luck almost ran out there as Eclipse almost got the 2 count. And Eclipse firing things up. Oz is going to need to slow the... Oh, did you see that enziguri? And Oz goes right down. And here's the cover. Could this be it for Oz? No. What a match this is. And just think, this is our opener tonight on Mayhem. What's going to happen next? And here's a 2 count. No. And again, Oz up. But I have to ask, who's going to challenge Massive Damage tonight? Steve Rivers promising another American Patriot since he isn't able to get a title shot. But I have no idea who that person is. But look at this. Eclipse on the top rope now. Are we going to see it? Oh, high cross body. But no.
Got him.
Oz rolls through. Oz rolls through and with a handful of tights.
He took him out.
I can't believe this,
He
folks.
took him out.
I can't believe this.
It's only Sexy Sam left out there.
Sexy Sam against Oz.
She's got to fight this kid from Winnipeg who just took out all the young bucks here in Monster Pro. This kid's out of hand.
That's right.
Who is this guy?
Oz so far running the table against the Monster Pro Wrestling stars.
He's
and
laughing.
definitely proving he belongs in Monster Pro Wrestling. And look
He's
at this.
laughing at Sam here.
Oz taking Sexy Sam lightly, but that's not something you want to do. If you've ever seen our Camp Wars show, you saw Sexy Sam in that 6-man tag team. And certainly,
Crowd,
folks,
get
you can
behind
pick that
Sam.
Camp Wars DVD up at monsterprowrestling.com. But for now, Sexy Sam getting ready to take on Oz. And Oz doesn't look like he's in much of a situation that he wants to be a part of. I don't know, maybe Oz is scared of women. What do you think, Ripper?
I don't know. He's going to lock up with her.
Oh,
He's
look
going to
at
kick
that.
in the guts.
And Oz, going to work with those forearms. And Oz looking pretty proud of himself here. Oz scooping her up, and what a slam. And Oz wasting no time. Oz looking pretty proud of himself. I'd like to yell at him for beating on a woman, but the fact is, Sexy Sam has proven she's a pretty tough, and she can take a hit as well as any of the guys. And look at this.
He wants to fight some
setting her up.
fans here too, this kid.
Fireman's carrying. Oh, did you see that?
Oh, and he is working Sam.
Some high impact offense by Oz. And look at Oz bragging away. I think he thinks he's got this match won. I think now that he thinks that he's disposed of Saint, Heavy Metal, and the others, I think he thinks Sexy Sam's just going to be an afterthought here. But look at Sexy Sam trying to fight her way back.
Wouldn't your confidence level be a little higher? You just beat all those guys.
Well, you
at the
never
same
want to take
time.
anyone for granted. As
Sam
Oz
is up.
setting him up, and no!
No,
Look
she's
at this move!
reversing it. On the
Reversal.
ropes.
Roll up by Sexy Sam. 1, 2, and 3.
Sam got him.
He's got it.
Sam got him.
Sexy Sam winning this 6-person match. And Oz
did it!
And Oz can't believe it!
Oh,
And
no!
Oz from behind!
He
This
is a woman
ridiculous.
beater!
I can't believe this!
Look at this guy here,
This
gets
is
an
unbelievable.
elbow,
But wait a minute! Here comes Eclipse hitting the ring!
Eclipse!
And Oz
Take
steered
down.
by Eclipse! Eclipse showing Oz the error of his ways! Setting him up now! Oz across the ropes! And Oz deciding discretion is a better value honor as he high steps out of bounds! What a match! What a victory for Sexy Sam! And what a despicable act by Oz!
This kid pinned everybody!
Bob, this is what I call steel justice. A long time ago, you changed my life with an uninstigated assault. Bob, this is instigated. And Bob, this is an assault. There's only one way, Bob. There's only one thing I can cost you to make this right, Bob. And that's the Junior Heavyweight Championship. And I call it Steel Justice.
So, Knight, it's finally come to this. The third match, the final match between you and me for the Monster Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Championship, the rubber match. We're one-on-one, Knight. Tonight we're gonna find out who's the rightful owner of this championship belt. Yeah, I saw your little gravestone, Knight. Very clever, very creative. You're trying to get into my head, Knight, but it's not gonna work. As far as I'm concerned, mind games don't work on the champion, Knight. I've overcome every adversity put in front of me. I've jumped every obstacle, and as far as I'm concerned, Knight, tonight, I'm jumping over you, and I'm gonna cover you 1, 2, 3 to retain my championship.
If you want proof that determination and the right attitude can take you to the top, then look no further than the young lion, Bobby Sharp, the homegrown pride of Monster Pro Wrestling. Bobby Sharp set the standard for the junior heavyweight division. He's held the junior heavyweight title practically since its inception. But there's a serpent in the junior heavyweight garden, a cancer known as Knight. Driven by bitterness, fueled by envy, Knight has allied himself with the Heat Seekers, the tag team of Winston Flynn and Evan Inferno. Now Knight's challenged Bobby Sharp for the junior heavyweight title. What's going to happen when the young lion steps into the Valley of Shadows? Find out next. You're going to be the one getting it in a while. Bobby Sharp with a quick go behind right off the initial lockup. Waist lock. Knight trying to work his way out of there. You see him trying to create some space. He finally does, turning it around, turning it into a wrist lock. And he cranks on the arm and a quick kick to the ribs. And those kicks by Knight, you got to watch out. There's a lot of sting in there. Now working those forearms, perfectly placed into the shoulder joint of Bobby Sharp. Knight so precise in his attack. Whether it's mental or physical, whether it's psychological or on the mat, Knight just knows right where to hit you to cause the most damage, to cause the most pain, and that's what Knight really wants. But right now it's Knight in some pain there as Bobby Sharp locks on the arm lock.
Well, he's trying to twist that arm right off.
Indeed, if he takes that arm away from Knight, that takes away some of Knight's striking ability. Bobby Sharp not letting any space. We talked about Bobby Sharp and Knight grabbing the hair, and Knight trying to create some space so he can use those kicks, use those strikes. Bobby Sharp wants to keep things in close where he can use his wrestling ability. Now he hooks him up for the backslide, and there's a 1, a 2.
Ooh, that was close.
Knight able to get out of there, but that was... And look at this, Knight right on. Knight going for the impaler. That finishing move that's ended so many matches. Knight manages to spin out and hits him right to the back of the neck. So far, no clear-cut advantage in this match. Knight dropping his weight down on the back of Bobby Sharp, the small of the back, and now going to work with those kicks. And this is something Bobby Sharp wants to avoid if at all possible.
These fans are going nuts for Knight. They love this guy.
I don't think that's that. Knight with a chop, he hurt his own hand there. Bobby Sharp took some, and look at this.
One of the fans is on fire out there.
What?
Anything to put him out. He's been looking out for the best interest of the fans here.
All right, Knight going to work with those chops. Bobby Sharp in a bit of pain here. Knight saying, watch this, but Bobby Sharp with the reversal. Bobby Sharp, oh my goodness. Nothing fancy about that, as Bobby Sharp just slings Knight right over top of the ropes. That's a really dangerous place to be, that no man's land, especially since it's so small, there's nowhere to move, there's nowhere to get out of the way. It's a very dangerous ground. And wait a minute, I think Bobby Sharp is, yes, Bobby Sharp was a springboard.
That looked like a kick to the face to me. He countered it. He seen that coming a mile away.
Knight getting out of the way and clipping him with that foot, and Bobby Sharp in a lot of pain. There was a lot of speed coming down there, a lot of momentum.
I think he blocked that kick with his lips.
This could be a
Look at
turning
this.
point. And this is not where you want to be when you're facing Knight is on the outside. We see Knight in a lot of matches take it to the outside of the ring. And there's a lot of danger there, those ring apron, those guardrails, and oh, just an old-fashioned kick to the head. Although don't forget though, this is for the championship. And Knight can't win out here on the outside. Sooner or later, he has to roll Bobby Sharp back into the ring and pin him. He can't win by countout. He can't win by disqualification. He has to put Bobby's shoulder to the mat. And look at that, he just threw Bobby into the crowd. And now driving him right into the exposed guardrail.
I never like that. What's he up to now?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Look at this.
Coming off the apron. Oh, dropping the leg. And there's so many bits of wire, those sharp bits of guardrail. You can really cut someone right open there. And Bobby Sharp's throat, the flesh in his throat, went right across that steel guardrail.
I'm starting to really think that Knight doesn't like Bobby Sharp very much.
I'm starting to think that Knight doesn't like anyone. Knight is a twisted individual. I don't think Knight likes anyone but himself. Certainly has that alliance of convenience with the Heat Seekers, but I don't know if there's any warmth there. I don't know if there's any real human connection.
Oh, the steel pose.
I think it's just
And that chain hanging there, that doesn't help much either.
certainly doesn't. Knight still on the outside.
He's a fan favorite. He's just getting some accolades from the crowd. They're throwing money at him. They love this guy.
Throwing booze at him. And I don't know what match you're watching, Ripper, but the one I'm watching is pretty impressive so far. Although Knight just using that animal savagery against Bobby Sharp. Just some kind of sheer brutality. And look at that, dropping the knee now across the throat.
He just told you to shut up. Do you hear him? Shut up, he said.
His job is to wrestle and my job is to talk. And Bobby Sharp kicking out. Knight throwing a little mini tantrum there. And Bobby Sharp fighting right back. Knight perhaps shouldn't have taken his eyes off his opponent, but Knight just with a barrage, a blitz of punches, of kicks, of forearms.
Oh, who's the champ now?
Who's the champ now? Knight asking who the champ now is, but it isn't Knight yet.
He's not
still
lacking any confidence.
Knight choking out Bobby Sharp with his own arms.
He's tying this kid right in a knot.
Tying him in a knot. Knight increasing the pressure, using Bobby Sharp's own arms against him. And that's Knight for you, trying to use your own weaknesses, your own psychological foibles against you. But look at this, Bobby Sharp fighting his way back out. Bobby Sharp turning it around, reversing it. And oh!
Where does Bobby Sharp get it from? Where does he keep coming up with these moves?
Bobby Sharp going for a cover. And not enough, and what a match this is. It goes to show how important the junior heavyweight title is here at Monster Pro Wrestling.
Hey, he looks too big to be a junior heavyweight.
Man, oh man!
How much you
Knight
think he's
picking
weighing in
up
at
after
now?
that move, just planting Bobby Sharp.
I don't think he made weight.
Knight has really been in charge for a lot of this match. Bobby Sharp fighting from underneath. He's shown a lot of toughness, a lot of determination. But the fact is, the momentum has been swinging quite considerably in favor of Knight.
Well, he kind of reminds me of you. You look into your eyes and you can see the back of your head.
Knight just with those series of kicks, and then just throwing all his weight in again on Bobby Sharp. Knight using his entire body as a weapon.
His entire body is a weapon.
Knight is poisonous. Just,
There's one fan out there still on fire.
and look at this, Bobby Sharp is still fighting. He's not getting a lot behind those blows, but he's doing the best he can. These desperation attacks by Bobby Sharp, but again, he's just not getting anything out of it. And Knight again goes to the eyes for good measure. And what's Knight setting up for here? Sharp on the ropes. Knight just beckoning him in. Knight just maybe toying with him. And oh! Sharp caught him with the drop kick. Knight going for that reverse elbow. but Bobby Sharp nailed him right in the back of the neck with a drop kick.
Bobby Sharp fighting on instinct here.
And you can never count out the young lion. That's the lesson you can learn from that. As Bobby Sharp with the cover. 1, 2, not enough.
Well, you can't count him out, but really you can't count him in either because, well,
the fact remains, Bobby Sharp trying to get back to his feet. Knight trying to get back to his feet. Sharp ducks the clothesline. A back elbow by Knight. Bobby Sharp. And a clothesline by Bobby Sharp. And again. Sharp, nice knockdown. And going again for the cover. The momentum starting to swing. Young lion Bobby Sharp trying to build up a head of steam. Bobby Sharp trying to get these fans back into it. Setting up Knight.
quit worrying about the fans and get to work.
Knight being placed rather gingerly on the top rope. What's he going to set him up for? Knight trying to fight his way out. This is a precarious perch for him. Knight on the top. Bobby Sharp heading right back in there. Stunning him with those blows. What's going to happen now? He's got him set up. He's got him hooked.
Look at this.
He takes him over. Hip toss off the top. Bobby Sharp going for all the marbles. He may have injured himself there.
Well, you got to do whatever
Sharp
it takes to beat
crawling
this
for the
kid.
cover. Bobby Sharp so tough. Still clutching that back, but at the same time he's still up. And he's going for it. There he goes. Here's the cover. And somehow, some way, Knight got his shoulder up. And boy, I have to take off my hat to both men here.
What a match.
And it isn't over yet. Bobby Sharp fighting his way back, drawing strength from the fans, drawing strength from the crowd. Knight now also trying to get back up. But Bobby's got a hold of him, and Bobby hammering away with that right hand. And Knight fighting right back. Both men exchanging pleasantries in the middle of the match, or in the middle of the ring. And so far,
This has
neither man
turned
going
into a
anywhere.
slugfest here.
It sure has. No more science, no more aerials, just pure who's got the most toughness, who's got the most will to win. And so far, Sharp getting the better of this exchange. Sharp sends Knight to the ropes. Spinning leg lariat. And another cover. 1, 2.
How much more can these guys take?
And I don't know, you have to remember, it's pretty hot in this building as well. They have to be feeling that oppressive heat. Knight going a quick shot to the eyes. TJ Roy had not admonishing them, but the damage has been done. But Knight turned that. What happened there?
He turned the lights out on him. Oh!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Just
Bobby
about a
Sharp
new
is still
champ.
alive, folks. Bobby Sharp is still alive.
2 7/8 on that one.
And Knight can't believe it. Back and forth matchup. And I just cannot believe, if these were any other two competitors, this match would have been over a long time ago.
Well, we should have a new champ right now.
Who knows? Knight setting things up. I don't think Knight knows what he wants to do now. Oh, wait a minute. Springboard and attack. Oh! Nobody home there as Knight crashed and burned.
Bobby Sharp is lucky that he rolled out of the way. I don't even think he knew what was going on. He was just trying to get up.
Bobby Sharp using that ring presence to his advantage, getting out of the way of Knight. Both men moving extremely slowly here. The wear and tear of this match catching up to them. And now, Bobby Sharp hits the moonsault. This one could be over. Sharp with the cover. 1.
Hesitated,
and I cannot
cost him
believe
again.
it. And I think Sharp landed on those injured ribs. Has been favoring them a little bit throughout this match. And we talked about that. All those bumps and bruises from earlier on really starting to add up here. Making it really tough for both men. And man, oh man, if there was any question, both these men want that junior heavyweight championship. You're seeing it right here.
Well, he could take a little ribbon, we know that.
Sharp setting up. And Knight catches him coming in.
The kick to the lips.
Knight derailing him, and now he does hit the back elbow.
What's Knight up to now? Setting him up.
I don't know what's going on. Knight with some evil intentions on his mind, as he always does. Are we going to see it? Knight on the second rope, warming it up. No! Springboard to the top and a splash.
That was awesome.
Frog splash. And Knight Bobby Sharp still able to get his shoulders up, arching his back, rolling Knight off of him. And I don't know where he found the strength to do that. Knight protesting, it's a 3 count. He's got to be asking himself, what do I have to do to put away the young lion? The challenger awaiting Bobby Sharp to get back up. Just stalking him now. And look at him, just like some kind of spider, some kind of poisonous reptile. Hooking the legs here, going for that DDT. That's his finishing move, but no! Sharp reverses. Sharp reverses. The implanted Baylor coming right up. Implanted Baylor coming. No! He wasn't able to hook the arms. Knight setting him up.
He reversed it!
Another reversal again.
Oh!
And here we go yet again.
Oh, TJ, the ref knocked
Big
out.
knockdown. TJ Wilson is out. But now, there it is.
Oh, his head hit straight.
And this one would be it, but he's down on the... And wait a minute, is that Winston Flynn? That's Winston Flynn up on the ring apron. Winston Flynn here. And wait a minute, Evan Inferno coming out of nowhere. Evan Inferno with the chair. He missed. And ricocheted off the ropes and hit him. Bobby Sharp sending him towards the outside. And just Inferno, crotch. Now he goes out. Lands on Winston Flynn, the heat seeker.
But he took his eye off Knight.
Knight now, setting him up.
Look at this.
On the chair! On the chair! The double arm DDT onto the chair!
Sit down!
Behind the arms. Referee's still out of it though.
Take a seat! Where's
There's
TJ?
the cover. No! No, not this way!
New champ!
New champ, and I can't believe this is not the ending you wanted to see for a fine match.
Now it's about time. Now we got a respectable champion the fans can look up to.
Respectable champion, I don't know if there's anything.
Changing of the guard in Monster Pro.
Well, you're right about that. That changing of the guard. The sun has gone down and the reign of Knight has begun. And you know what? I fear for what could happen to the junior heavyweight title.
This could be a nightmare for Monster Pro.
And what's Knight doing now? It's not enough for him to win the title. He's got a it's not enough for him to win the title. He wants to. No, come on. That's ridiculous. He's going again. He just nailed Bobby Sharp again with the chair right on top of the skull. This is ridiculous. Knight not content to win the match. It's all about pain with Knight.
He is
no
out.
respect, no regard for Bobby Sharp. You can't talk about Monster Pro Wrestling without talking about the American Patriots, the scourge of MPW. Led by the All-American Steve Rivers, the Patriots ran roughshod over MPW in 2005 when Rivers won the MPW Heavyweight Championship. Time after time, challengers went after Rivers, but thanks to the help and the interference of the Patriots, he was able to slip away with the title. All that changed in January at Madness, when Massive Damage altered the course of Monster Pro Wrestling history by pinning Rivers for the championship. At Battleground, Rivers failed in his bid to recapture the prize. The American Patriots were not finished. At Mayhem, Massive Damage found himself under siege by the Patriots' latest attempt to regain the championship through the man known as AJ Sanchez. Let's take a look.
Monster Pro Wrestling, where everybody wants to be right now, where the boys become men, where AJ Sanchez is right now. Now, it's not only fitting that the American Patriots are in Monster Pro Wrestling. Now AJ Sanchez is in Monster Pro Wrestling, thanks to those Patriots. Massive Damage, Monster Pro Wrestling, that heavyweight title is coming to the Patriots, it's coming to AJ Sanchez, and it's coming to the United States.
AJ Sanchez, what an impressive athlete. 6'2", 375 pounds, and he can do a standing moonsault. That's very impressive, young fella. You want to come into Monster Pro Wrestling? You want to make a name for yourself. So you got yourself a title shot against the champ. Well, let me tell you something, partner. I am MPW. I live, breathe, eat, sleep, and bleed it. And if you think for 1 second you're going to come in to my backyard and take my title, you got another thing coming.
I'm wondering if they have something else up their sleeve here tonight. And quick look up there. And look at that, Massive Damage using that explosive strength. Folks, we've seen Massive Damage in a lot of situations. We've seen him win that title against Steve Rivers. We've seen him leap off a balcony through a table against Gary William at the inaugural MPW show. We've seen him empty the University of Manitoba as he threw a fireball in the face of Leatherface. And folks, if you haven't seen those matches, they're certainly available to you on the Massive Damage DVDs. But for now, Massive Damage reversing.
Well, that
Going
insane
quickly.
schedule of Massive Damage just might work against him.
I think I mentioned that 1 or 2 hours ago.
He wrestles
thanks for
about 30
bringing it up.
times a week.
What?
He wrestles in his sleep. You know, at 1:22 in the morning before it clicks to 1, 2, 3, he kicks out of bed every night.
That's brilliant. We might make a commentator review that. Look at AJ Sanchez. Come on. Look at this.
He belongs to Monster Pro. The fans seem to love this guy
What
too.
standing on the outside of the ring does not show why you belong in Monster Pro. Winning matches, showing fire, showing heart. That's what Monster Pro Wrestling is about.
That's what he did earlier tonight. That's how he got this match.
We'll have some differences of opinion there. Although indeed, he did beat Chappell with a little help from Johnny Wise Guy. But I do have to admit, AJ Sanchez is a talented wrestler. But as talented as he is, he's on the wrong end of a Massive Damage headlock right now. And we know that Massive Damage has a lot of strength, a former professional bodybuilder. And look at this. AJ though sends him off the ropes, and Massive just nails him off his feet. And that's a lot of pounds to knock off his feet. But again, the explosiveness, the power of Massive Damage. Massive Damage, the super beast.
Sanchez is reeling from that.
He sure is.
He's feeling the power.
And it looks like they'll talk it over on the outside. It's about the wrestling action, and this is something that you won't get in other promotions. Solid in-ring action, compelling characters. Folks, Monster Pro Wrestling has it all. Thank you for being here on behalf of all of us at Monster Pro Wrestling. And look at this, Sanchez faking the lockup and then going downstairs. And a snapmare takeover.
There's all kinds of wrestling going on in Alberta, especially in Edmonton, but this is the cream of the crop right here. This is Monster Pro. This is where they all want to be. This is why guys like Sanchez keep coming. Everybody wants a part of Monster Pro Wrestling.
I'm not going to argue with you there, Ripper, even though I feel it's my duty to do so. But you're right. Everyone wants to be a part of the Monster Pro Wrestling experience. We're blasting off each show, getting better and better. More and more guys are showing up backstage trying to get on the shows. More and more fans lining up outside the doors. And now, Massive Damage off the ropes. He ducks under the clothesline. And oh my gosh, AJ Sanchez got it. And drops him right across the back. Hey, I call the moves. You just sit around and say stupid things. Oh, look at those. AJ Sanchez laying the boots right into the lower back of Massive Damage.
Hey, I had some brilliant highlights to this program.
You add something to the program.
Have you seen my website? I got over 1 million hits already.
What?
I got more hits than Elvis.
Your website, Ripper? Tell us more about your website after the show. Look at this. AJ Sanchez stretching out Massive Damage. While the Ripper self-promotes his website, Oh, don't get me started. Just don't make me say it. I'm calm.
Hey, you need to learn how to relax. You should get a massage or something.
That's what my therapist says. Funny, I didn't need one before I took this job and had you as a color commentator. And listen to this. Look at
come out to my van
look at Johnny
after
Elliott.
420 time.
I don't want to be in your van. Physically in the match. And look at Massive Damage. I don't know how much of this he can take.
Well, Massive said his neck was out earlier. Johnny was just trying to crack it back in for him a little bit.
No,
just trying to help him here. You know, those chiropractic services don't come cheap.
Massive Damage rolling to the outside. And look at AJ Sanchez. And what's Johnny? Oh my gosh, look at that. Johnny Wise Guy.
Johnny Wise Guy just pointed out that Massive Damage, his hair was on fire. He was trying to stomp it out there.
Just stop, Ripper. Just please, for the love of God.
What's Massive doing? Trying to have
My blood pressure is too high as it is. Just watch the match. Watch Massive Damage. He's an example. This is only his second title defense.
Oh my
gosh! Did you see that?
God!
AJ Sanchez,
Oh my God!
a human torpedo flying through the roof.
That was insane.
That was insane. And folks, I said a lot of bad things about AJ Sanchez earlier. The one thing you won't hear me say, he is agile, he is amazing. And that
I
was a
can't
move.
believe what I just saw.
And
That's 375 pounds.
That's a lot of weight. And yes, AJ Sanchez certainly deserves to be here. You can argue that he doesn't deserve a title shot tonight, but he just proved all the doubters wrong with a move like that.
Well, Johnny Wise Guy's a team player.
Oh, no! And look at that boot right to the face. And I think massive damage is out here.
Size 13 to the
That
left.
leg drop was academic. And we don't have a new champion. Massive damage kicking out on instinct. You said he kicks out of moves in his sleep. Well, he looks like he's just about knocked out here. Oh, and the big elbow. And again the cover. And Sanchez has got to be feeling a little bit of frustration here as he's unable to put the champion away. Oh, but look at that.
My God.
What a splash. And a two. And no.
The champ kicks out again.
Johnny Wise Guy's beside himself. He thought it was over for sure. And to tell you the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if we're witnessing the beginning of the end of the massive damage title reign. Look at Sanchez. He's saying he's going for that moonsault, but no! Nobody home! Massive damage gets out of the way. And
Massive scouted that move earlier.
he did, and we talked about how there's a lot of weight coming down there. There's a lot of weight when there's nobody home. AJ Sanchez, hoist on his own petard, if you will. I'll explain what that means after the show. And massive damage, fighting his way on one knee, on its feet. Could this be it? He's going for the ropes. He's dropping the leg. And now the cover, 1, 2. And Sanchez kicks out. But look at this.
Massive to the second rope.
Massive getting the second win.
Could be a missile.
Sanchez. There it is. Well called. And
You
massive
don't see
damage.
that every day.
No, you don't. Massive damage. An incredible showing tonight.
These
And
big
look at
guys
this.
can fly like the cruiserweights.
And
We got
Sanchez,
cruiserweights
look
doing
at
power
this.
moves.
Sanchez picking up his ball and going home. I don't believe it. Sanchez leaving the ring area. This is unbelievable. But look at that.
Massive bringing it
Massive
over
isn't
from
finished
our
with him yet.
table.
Massive is bringing it over
Canadian
here.
announce table.
Again, what's going on? No, no. Let's
Stop looking at my broadcast partner.
That's
Hey,
okay.
the girls
Everything's
back
fine
here.
here. This is unbelievable. But look at this. Massive damage. Holy Johnny.
No, he's hitting Wise Guy.
He's got him. He's
is
got him.
getting out of hand right here.
Floating back this way.
This is good. He's bringing the table
This is
out.
a preposterous. No, 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 you come here. And this is going to look mighty painful here. Oh my God, what to see.
This
Oh
is
no,
out of
the
hand.
DDT. The DDT. No, a suplex. I can't believe it. Oh my God, he's right in front of us. He's right in front of us. This is amazing.
was
I
insane.
can't believe this. But
I don't believe what I just
Massive
saw
damage
here.
is down. AJ Sanchez is down. And we're all running for cover here. The crowd chanting.
This is crazy.
I don't believe it.
This is mayhem. This is unbelievable.
This is unbelievable. No, no, you stay here. Oh no, they haven't given up yet. No, no. I can't believe this, folks. This is unbelievable. I can't keep this up. Girls, form a human shield. Quick, duck and cover. No, he's not. This isn't going to happen. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I've never seen anything like this. Massive damage, pulling out all the stops. Sanchez pulling out all the...
These guys are going to kill each other out here.
Ripper, mother, somebody. Tell my mother I love her. I can't believe this is happening. Oh my God.
This crowd is out of hand. That move was unbelievable.
How do you think I feel? This is astonishing. I've never seen anything like this.
We're looking after
Massive damage is back on
here.
his feet. I can't believe this is happening. Massive damage showing Sanchez. It's why it's not a good idea to challenge a wounded animal.
This table is completely destroyed.
And look at this. They're going back into the ring. Girls, I'm glad we shared this moment. But now we have to get back to work. What the?
Well, they cleaned us out of a spot to sit.
Oh.
We should almost make our way to ringside.
Yeah, I can't. Sit it up. Well, folks, we're down on the floor now. I've got my notes. I can't believe this, but now they're back in the ring, and massive damage. AJ Sanchez, both still on their feet after all that action. I can't believe it. Trading blows, both men. I've never seen anything like this. This is unbelievable. Folks, if you aren't here live, if you're just watching, I can't even begin to tell you what it's like here. Both men down. Oh my gosh, it looks like an earthquake. It looks like the bomb went off. My God, it's the apocalypse right here at Mayhem.
I can't believe these guys are even on their feet after what
Well,
they
one of
went
them
through.
is Sanchez is coming back, and I can't believe it. But Sanchez, after being put through that table, not once, but twice, he's setting up. He wants to fly some more.
This is why I love Monster Pro Wrestling, and this is why I'm here.
This is brutality.
Oh my God!
Again, damn it, massive damage out of the way. I can't believe what we've seen, folks. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And still not enough for a 3 count. What more can these men do to one another? And it seems that each show, they're raising the bar more. And listen to this crowd chanting, massive, massive, and why not? Massive damage on his feet now. Folks, I can't believe this. I don't even know what else to say. I don't even know what else you can say to something like this. But just watch, it's like a car wreck. You can't take your eyes off it, and massive damage. About to fly. I can't believe it. One more time off, but no, Sanchez out of the way this time.
Well, this is the first time in my career I'm at a loss for words. That doesn't happen every day.
Folks, there's nothing you can say about this. All you can do is watch and wonder, what are these men? These guys are going to be in a wheelchair. AJ Sanchez saying it's over, but it isn't over yet.
You got to pin the champ.
You still have to get that 3 count.
Massive's wounded. Let's not forget that chair shot earlier.
I think that chair shot doesn't look like much after what we've seen these two people put on. And look at this! Oh no! Oh no! Sanchez got bisected on the top turnbuckle there. And now massive damage, setting things up. Are we gonna see a superplex perhaps? What's massive damage gonna do? What more can happen here tonight?
This is unbelievable. Massive damage. He's going for that giant suplex.
A superplex. And look at that! Both men convulsing on the mat.
Here comes Rivers.
Wait a minute.
And Boris.
Rivers, balls.
We got the bomb out here.
I can't believe
giving it to Massive.
Wait, here comes Cruz.
Here comes Cheech. This is mayhem. This is mayhem. We gotta get some order around here. This was absolutely unbelievable. I don't believe what I just saw here. What's gonna happen next week?
Well, I'm glad you asked that very question, Ripper, because next week we're going to focus on the tag teams in Monster Pro Wrestling. We'll see the American Patriots in action. As well, we're going to feature an MPW Tag Team title match. And guess what, Ripper? It's going to be no disqualification.
Is it gonna be hardcore?
That's what no disqualification means, my little Lotus Blossom. And we'll be seeing Assault and Battery taking on the Heat Seekers. Folks, don't you dare miss it. I'm Martial Art McNeil. This is the Ripper. We'll see you next time.